Barry, Bill Hader, is about to leave for LA to kill his ex-acting coach, Gene Cousineau, Henry Winkler. He preps Sally, Sarah Goldberg, to assemble a gun in case of need. He doesn't think John needs any lessons. Boys instinctively know how guns and cars work, he bluntly says, and reveals his internalized misogyny. She proposes they should settle somewhere else instead, under new identities. However, Barry thinks killing Gene is the only way to keep their lives. The proposed movie will reveal tricky details from their past. He does not want any unwanted attention as a result of it. Sally makes him realize that killing is sinful and against the path they decided to walk on. But he does not want these talks of morality to distract him from what he is set out to do. He sees killing themselves as the only alternative. Sally points out that Barry might want to kill just because Gene turned him in. It enrages him. Truth hurts, right? He still decides to proceed with his plan. Before leaving, he tells John Jr., Zachary Gollinger, that he is going for some work stuff to LA. The kid worries whether it means they will have to move again. Barry gives a religious pep talk to make him less anxious. Can such words really be effective in making one feel safe? Back in LA, Monroe Fuchs, Stephen Root, leaves prison after years of incarceration. Two men wait for him with a car outside. Fuchs walks out with bravado, without a shirt, and a lot of tattoos. He looks at the guard and signals something. It seems like a part of their inside talk. His swag is undeniable. He also seems assured to take on this new identity of his, named the Raven. He asks the barista at a local cafe to write the same on it. Fuchs walks into NoHo Hank's, Anthony Carrigan, new office with the earlier barista and the two guards. He notices a statue of Cristobal put into the central hall. He had heard that Hank got Cristobal killed. Then why the statue? Anyhow, he walks inside Hank's cabin, who greets him with his general enthusiasm and brand of humor. Fuchs asks Hank for two things: to get him the best house and to get him Barry's whereabouts. He asks them with an attitude as if the world revolves around him and caters solely to his demands. Hank notes that Barry's been AWOL for years. Fuchs doesn't care. He just wants to get rid of the snake. Hank assures him to do what he can. Gene keeps saying that he stayed under the radar for over 8 years in Israel. Tom, Fred Melamed, shows him his old place. He had moved in there himself during Gene's disappearance. So, it looks like Tom also suffered as a result of Gene's actions. Tom gets Gene to meet the studio pa, Annie Chong, whom Gene met earlier. She shares the studio's plan to make a blockbuster out of his and Barry's cat and mouse chase journey. Gene would be the hero, and Barry would be the villain. Gene would have been ecstatic hearing that in the past. Now, he speaks against the cash grab opportunity. He says he once was a narcissist. But now, he does not want his and Janice's fond memories to be messed with in this manner. However, the pa is adamant that the studio execs will make this movie with or without Gene. Gene appears ready to go to the court to fight against it. Gene gets called into de Buckner's, Charles Parnell, office. Gene justifies his disappearance with his concern about his safety. The DA office couldn't assure him that after Barry's prison break. But the question remains. Why did he come out of hiding after all these years? Was it just for a movie? DA asks him. He says that he found the courage to return since he did not want Barry immortalized.